Welcome to SHOWOFF SHOWDOWN! In this series, the fighters are called SHOWOFFs, and this is the series for the SHOWOFF SHOWDOWN! Now let's meet the SHOWOFFs for tonight's showdown, shall we? Now tonight's battle is full of possibilities! And who knows what to expect from tonight's fighters, cause it's Lara Croft versus Kim Possible! I put links to the analysis on both characters in the description below. Now without further ado, it's time for the SHOWOFF 2 Showdown!
Get ready for the next battle.
All these years I blamed myself, and it was you! You killed her!
Killed her? She's not dead! She went where I was supposed to go, where you could have gone!
Makes sense right this second, or I swear I'll execute you where you stand!
I told you to pull out the sword, I told you!
Where is my mother?
Avalon! It's not a myth, don't you get it? You'll never understand. I'm wasting my breath.
From this moment, your every breath is a gift from me.
Well, there goes our childhood cartoon waifu. Now let's discuss how and why Lara Croft wins this epic, hardcore, butt-kicking showdown. First off, let's discuss who is more skilled and experienced. Now, both have spent most of their lives either training or dealing with all sorts of crazy stuff, so their experience can basically be measured by their age. Now, Lara Croft is said to be either 35 or 50 years old. Keep in mind, she drank from the fountain of youth. There are also different timelines, plus the official Tomb Raider wikis tell you her birth year instead of her age, but we know for sure that Lara is at least 35 years old. And since Kim is only 18, Lara Croft is generally more experienced either way. Now, in terms of fighting skill, Lara has been trained by the best masters she could find, so she's really good with several different martial arts. However, Kim has stated that she knows 16 types of kung fu, which she has shown quite often in her fights against Shigo. So Kim is definitely more skilled and versatile when it comes to martial arts, though Lara and Kim are both generally very skilled overall, and both are very good battle strategists with many ways of possibly countering one another, which I'll discuss later. Now let's discuss speed. Now we know for sure that Kim and Lara have both shown to be bullet timers, though we could argue that they both shown relativistic speed feats, even though they're not consistently shown. But to be safe, let's just stick with what we know for sure, and say they're pretty much even. Now let's discuss strength. Not only has Lara shown busting through walls and taking down pillars on multiple occasions, but she's also strong enough to move large limestone blocks estimated to weigh about 27 tons. Now Kim is pretty impressively strong for a teenage girl, as she can kick a metal door off its hinges, break the head off a large robot, and crack the face of a stone golem. Not only that, but she's even shown to match the physical strength of Shigo quite consistently, and Shigo has been shown to be strong enough to create a foot imprint in a wall and hold open the jaws of an alligator, which has a bite force of up to 20 2500 PSI. Now, as impressive as this is, Laura's strength is still exponentially greater. Now let's discuss durability. As you would have guessed, Kim is tougher than she looks. Not only can she take a lot of physical abuse, but her most impressive feat would most likely be when she had an entire tower fall on top of her and shrugged it off shortly afterwards. Now we could argue that only the top of the tower landed on her, but we'll give her the benefit of the doubt considering that Lara has shown some pretty impressive durability as well. Now while Lara Croft has shown many impressive feats of durability, and not to mention pain tolerance, but her most impressive feat would likely be when she survived a massive explosion caused by 2 missiles that obliterated the house she was in. I think it's safe to say that Laura's got this one in the bag. Now we could argue that Kim is more agile than Lara, but that's something else entirely, and it doesn't change the fact that Lara has better endurance and can simply take a lot more than Kim. Now let's discuss their weaponry and arsenal. Now I forgot to mention earlier that this is mainly a fight with their standard equipment, since this battle has no prep time, so these fighters will only have their basic equipment they usually carry on them, so Lara's strongest in artifactual weapons, or Kim's most advanced in high-tech stuff such as her suit won't be factored in. Although if you want to see a rematch with specific circumstances involving those, then let me know in the comments below. But as of now, let's see what they got on them. Lara's standard equipment mostly consists of dual pistols, a shotgun, combat knife, climbing axe, and a bow and arrow with multiple trick shots such as exploding arrows. Now as for Kim, her standard arsenal mainly consists of her grappling hook, laser lipstick, a jetpack which makes for good maneuverability and flight, and the communicator, which has many different functions such as a high-powered magnet, sensor device, scanning surroundings, x-ray vision, holograms, nets for trapping, etc. So even with her limited standard arsenal, she's got a lot to work with. Now we can't exactly say for sure who has the better arsenal, since Kim and Lara's work in very different ways. Lara is more suited for long-range combat, while Kim's gadgets are mostly intended for secret or stealth missions, but they do have a few good uses in this battle. Kim could use the magnetic effect to disarm some of Lara's firearms, though it won't be as easy as it sounds, and the surrounding scanner and x-ray vision will help Kim keep track of Lara, for the most part at least. I know there's a lot to go through. Now let's say that Kim would have to constantly dodge bullets until she gets a chance to magnetically disarm Lara, and let's say that Kim's jetpack would make it harder for Lara to catch her, but either way, Kim would pretty much be delaying the inevitable, as Lara can rapidly think on the fly even while in immediate danger, which will eventually get past just about everything Kim has to throw at her, and when push comes to shove, there will eventually come an opportunity for Lara to catch Kim and land the killing blow. I think I've said enough. So overall, while Lara Croft and Kim Possible are both very skilled opponents with many ways to counter one another, and while Kim may be more agile, versatile, and skilled in martial arts than Lara, but with Lara being much stronger and more durable, plus her endurance and experience advantages, and not to mention being able to quickly think on the fly and outthink Kim at every turn, to the point where Kim's chances of winning are no longer possible. So in the end, looks like Kim just got raided. The winner of this battle is Lara Croft. Oh, and by the way, I want to give a super special thanks to the research team of this battle, TheRagaz and SpeedsterX123. These guys played a big part in making this battle possible, no pun intended, and I couldn't have done it without them. Now, if there are any questions that you believe are unanswered, then feel free to ask any of us in the comments below.
Next time on SHOWOFF SHOWDOWN!
Ladies and gentlemen, in the studio right now, earthquake. There is no question. The Parlor Live will be shaken with laughter this weekend. Earthquake in the house. What? What the fuck?
Got any ideas for SHOWOFF SHOWDOWN? Then let me know in the comments below. And hopefully, I just might do them. Now stay tuned for the next episode of SHOWOFF SHOWDOWN!